You got him a nest in here somewhere then. Barn swallow.
Everybody, welcome back to Loud and Proud. I'm sitting here with my grandfather. Say hi.
Hello, hello.
And today we're going to do a little bit of Q&A. I asked you guys on my Snapchat to send us some Q&A questions, but sadly I didn't get it out until just a few moments ago, so I don't have a ton, but we do have some questions to answer. So it says, what would be the best way to do a 12-valve Cummins conversion into a 1976 Chevy K20? I honestly don't know. I don't know how you would really, I've never done anything like that with such a heavy motor. Yeah, I really wouldn't know where to start with that. So that was Mitch Atkins. Troy, he said, is your truck killer dowel pin tabbed? Talking about my truck, no it's not, but that is definitely going to be coming soon. Jacob, what do you all think about new cars with the electronic systems control just about everything in the car/truck? Do you like having more electronic features? And if so, why or why not? What's your opinion on that, all that electrical crap?
I don't like it.
Yeah, you don't like it, I don't like it.
I like the little lever on the inside to engage into four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
They don't go bad.
Yeah, like he had a 92 Cummins.
92 to Cummins. Yeah.
And he's got his 98 Dakota, and they've all, pretty much, they're mostly mechanical. His Dakota has a little bit more electronic features than his old school 92 Cummins did, but those old Cummins they're all mechanical from the four-wheel drive to the drivetrain and everything. There's no electronic stuff controlling the vehicle in that sense. So that was from Jacob. From Nick Roberts, what is it like seeing the Dodge and other diesels transform over the years? What's your opinion? I guess from like what you used to own, so like now, like how, like seeing that so much change.
I'm not familiar with the newer Dodge truck, so I can only speak to the old ones, and I really like them. Got good gas mileage, the engine will hold up forever, and can't go wrong with one of them. Yeah,
that's definitely true. I mean, like when you look at the new stuff, like all these people talking about their new Dodges, their new Fords, and how systems are failing on them because of the DEF and all the EPA regulations and computers, and it's not like it used to be. Like he had a 92 Cummins, like I said, and those things are like bulletproof. That's why people are still trying to find them now. If they can find them, they want to try to find them and buy them up because they're getting harder to find, and it's just a proven system that you just can't beat. You know, the old school mechanical stuff. And this is from Cody Sendit. Was your 12-valve manual?
Automatic. Had that overdrive.
Yeah, he had the first year they had the overdrive training, which is the same one that we have. What is your favorite generation of Dodges? So like, what would be your preference in terms of styling? What do you like the most? In terms of the body design?
I like the body. I like the body on the new trucks. I like the body in the old trucks.
He likes Dodges. He really does.
I like the simplicity. Mine had lockout hub, and I don't know if yours does or not.
No, mine doesn't. And mine's only 4 years newer than the one that he had, and they stopped doing lockout hubs even then. So I mean, the new Fords still have them, but the Dodges and Chevys they don't have them unless you probably special make them or order them or do some kind of swaps or something. But
I got mine used down in Georgia, drove it home, and first time I filled it up is in Kentucky. I around 23 miles a gallon.
Yeah, that's really good.
I couldn't believe I got a mileage.
Tell them about the story of you buying that truck, how cheap of a deal you got on that thing, and then ended up 12 years later, something happened to it, and then you go through that whole spiel with them.
My son-in-law was going to school down there to be a chiropractor.
My dad.
Yeah, his dad. Okay. And we were going to buy a parking lot there, and they had a nice-looking red with a white stripe Dodge 92. I said, that looks pretty nice. So we pulled in, talked to them, asked them what they wanted for it, and they said $8,000. And I thought, well, what do you really have to have on it? He said, let me go in and talk to the manager.
You know, they talk to the manager.
He goes to the manager and comes back and he says, $6,000, six something. It's been a while now. But I said, well, let's take a drive in it. And I said, you do the drive, and there's like 4-lane highway right there.
And he's from Ohio, so there's not that kind of driving in Ohio.
Not only from Ohio, I'm out in the country.
Yeah, out in the boonies in Ohio. So.
And so he drove it, and I come back, and I really liked it. I was impressed with it. I looked it all over. I didn't see no oil leaks underneath, not a dent in it. It just is a nice truck. And I'm figuring down in Georgia, they're a little harder to get rid of a four-wheel drive maybe than it was up in Ohio. I said, I'll tell you what, I said, I'm going back to Ohio tomorrow, which it was. I said, if you really want to sell it, I'll give you $5,000 for it. The guy says, oh, I don't think we can do that. I said, well, okay, I'm heading back. He said, wait just a minute. So I said, he went in, talked to the manager, and he came back out. He said, the best we can do is $5,400. I said, you got a deal. I wrote him a check out before he changed his mind. Drove it back to Ohio, and I had it. Geez, I don't know how many years I had that truck.
I think he had it about 12 years, and then it was, you know, it got wrecked or something. And
yeah, a guy ran into us on a windy road down close to where I live, and my boy was driving home from practice at school, and he knocked us off the road, off of the highway, and it was pretty good embankment down to the river, but there were trees there that stopped the truck.
Yeah, like where he's at, there's some windy roads, ravines, like deep down cliffs and stuff like that, you know, in some areas. So it was in that situation.
So they wound up giving me, after that, all them years of driving it, the insurance company gave me $7,000
They gave him $7,000 for the truck. Guys, the craziest thing is that he got an almost new Dodge diesel for $5,400. Back in '99, I think it was '99. It was the year I was born. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably around that time.
Yeah, right before my dad was leaving, actually.
Yeah.
And so, like, he got an amazing deal on the truck. I still don't know how he got such a good deal on that thing. But then, 12 years later, the insurance company gives him $7,000+ for a truck that he drove all those years. I said, I think he got the better end of that deal, and it didn't sound like it ever really gave him too much headache or anything. Just kind of turn the key and go.
Then after that, I bought a Dodge Dakota for $4,000, and I still have that, and it's been a good truck. It's a 4-wheel drive.
Got the 318.
318.
So a lot of you guys probably know about the 318s.
Good at sounding engine, still sounds great.
Yeah, so that's the story about his 12 valve, how he got it. And I still can't, like, when I hear that, I still just can't believe, like, how good of a deal he got on that thing. And after all those years, getting money back on it, like, that was crazy. Let's see, this guy, he asked, would you rather buy an old school gas truck or a new diesel truck? I would probably say old school gasser over the new diesels.
I probably would go with the older truck. They're pretty much proven. If you don't know what to do with one of them, a problem, there's plenty of guys out there that knows.
They're a lot more simple. There's not tons of electronical harnesses all over them and all kinds of stuff that you gotta try to learn and figure out. And like, he's got the 318, the old 350 Chevys, all that stuff, the 5.0 F-150s, like, just simple, simple, simple. Okay, pale white boy from Texas, you know who you are. He says, first diesel you ever owned. Was that the Cummins, the first one you ever owned?
Yeah, first one.
First one. So that was a 12 valve.
And what else I want to say about that diesel engine? I live in Ohio and we had some cold winters up here. And I never plugged it in for a heater, but it always started. A lot of the other brands.
So he worked at GM and he drove a Dodge to work every day.
Well, I wouldn't have bought it except if I got a really good deal.
He got a really good deal.
But I never plugged it in and it always started. Sometime it beller and cough and choke a little bit till it warmed up, but I never plugged it in.
Yeah, and
it started in cold weather.
He was saying how some of his buddies would drive Chevys or their Fords, and he's like, his was the Dodge. He never plugged it in, and it's the one that always started. So it's kind of funny. Another kid asked, Andrew, he's asked if I'd ever gotten in trouble rolling coal, or what's better, Ford, Chevy, or Dodge. I've never gotten in trouble rolling coal, but I've only owned a diesel truck 2 weeks now, so who knows, that could still be yet to come. And what would you prefer, Ford, Chevy, or Dodge? I think he's gonna say Dodge. He loves Dodge trucks. Can't blame him there. From the Redneck on Snapchat, what year was your Corvette? I told him that you had an old split window Corvette and the Dodge. What year was your Corvette and what's the fastest you ever had it?
As 115 miles an hour. That was but it was a 63 split window, and I didn't realize after I sold it, as an automatic, they only made 200 of those. So I should have kept it.
So but what did you buy that thing for, and what year did you buy it?
I paid at the time, for some reason I got it. They thought it was overheating, and all it was a radiator cap. was bad, and so I got it for $2,900, and I drove it. I don't know how many years. Not a whole long time. I think I sold it for $3,300.
See, he seems to get these really good deals, you know. It just amazes me.
It was a split window with a dark blue navy leather interior.
And I'm pretty sure those cars now, correct me if I'm wrong, they're going for quite a bit now. They're getting hard to find.
More than $3,300.
Yeah, more than $3,300. I think people are starting to pay a pretty penny for those cars. And that was the last question. Is there anything else you'd like to say to these people? There's a lot of people. There's over 7,000 people watching this. Actually, probably getting close to 8,000 people.
All I can say is I can brag on my grandson a little bit. If you got a problem, give him a call.
Give me a call. Leave me a comment below. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It really was good having you guys here to watch the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment below, subscribe if you are new, and I will catch you guys in the next video.
I'm trying to chase a dream, but everybody trying to stop me. They've been saying it ain't worth it and I gotta work a job. But I hit 100,000 now, they trying to tag along. I'ma live it every day, I'ma live it to my grave. I'ma live it like the summer, hope this life won't fade.